Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Revamp. It's been a while since I last talked about this mod, but can you guys believe it's been an entire year ever since they released version 5.0? Time really does fly. It's crazy because to this day, I still haven't covered everything within version 5.0. I've only covered the main story, but really looking forward to the next parts. I've covered the side quest, Victory Road, that was epic. Some of the CAC features, and that's about it. Haven't necessarily showcased all the additional characters. I still want to do that for you guys, but I can't because mods aren't working at the time of recording this video. Revamp and mods in general, they don't necessarily correlate with the current version of Xenoverse 2. I know you still can play with mods if you downgrade your Xenoverse 2 to the previous version, but haven't necessarily done that just yet either. But today we're going to be going over some of the stuff that Revamp team has been cooking behind the scenes. Yes, they haven't stopped updating their Revamp pack. Be sure to follow them. I'll be sure to have them linked down below in the description. Today we're just going to be going over some of the stuff that they've been working on. So if you guys want to see what they've been working on completely in its entirety, then again, I'll have them linked down below in the description. And first thing I want to talk about is this brand new Super Saiyan Awakening skill for Goku. Check that out. I don't think we have audio, which is totally fine, but man, it's capturing more of the first appearance of Super Saiyan on planet Namek. I mean, hence the stage right there. Going up against Frieza with the fluffy hair, that more pale golden color theme to it, and everything about this is just immaculate. The facial features and expressions going on right there. Dude, when he awakens, his pupils disappear. A talented modding team. Y'all already know. Revamp is like the best mod out there. Not just for Xenoverse 2. Any game out there, Xenoverse 2 Revamp, best mod pack ever, man. So this is the animation in its entirety. Can't wait to listen to the sound design behind this. By the way, I do like the new title, Super Saiyan Awakening. I don't think this is going to be a separate standalone Goku character, probably a preset. Speaking of preset, we do have the battle damage variant. Yeah, look at him. Dun, 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 dun. I really like this just because they've captured a little bit of the Tenkaichi experience, if you will. You guys know how there's a plethora of the same characters, like Goku early, mid, and end. Yeah, this is capturing more of the mid elements with the fluffy hair. The reason why the Revamp team is the greatest is because they're giving the mid treatment to some of the other Saiyan warriors like Trunks. Check this out. New hair design with an epic animation. Goku isn't the only new transformation skill. You're looking at another one right here, which is a reference to what he said to Metal Frieza. Isn't this too epic? Man, how come Sparking Zero didn't do this? We have mid Goku, but not mid Trunks, mid Vegeta. Obviously, in the anime, you know, when they first transformed, they all had the fluffy hair aesthetic. Xenoverse 2 Revamp, they're doing things right over here. Look at that. And y'all already know I'm going to be recreating the scene just because in Revamp 5.0, they did include Metal Frieza. Anime accurate showdowns only over here on this channel. Let's go. We have another mid transformation for Vegeta. Check this out. And of course, Vegeta is included as well. All three Super Saiyans have come together. I like how they announced this like in order. First Goku, then Trunks, and then Vegeta, right? In the anime, that's the order of the Super Saiyans. And I do have to say, his transformation animation might be the best. Not going to lie. Maybe Goku has the #1 spot, but Vegeta definitely has the #2 spot. I like how when Trunks transforms, he's more nonchalant, just confident in his ability to destroy and overpower Metal Frieza, right? And then Vegeta over here, more of that savage, vicious, look at that rage facial expression, something similar to Goku. Yeah, it kind of has a little bit of the vanilla Xenoverse 2 animation, right, with the one arm stance, but then everything else is completely different. The facial expressions, I like when they yell like that, their pupils, they kind of go faint a little bit. And the hair design with the camera angles. You can't get better than this. Revamp team, if you're watching, keep cooking because this is 10 out of 10 peak. And then, oh, Android 19. Is he in the game? Can't remember if Revamp 5.0 included Android 19. Yeah, again, we'll just try our best to recreate all the Saiyan showdowns. Oh, yeah, there's Future Trunks over there. Comment down below which transformation animation do you think is the coolest so far. They're all great, don't get me wrong. So next we do have a brand new character. I definitely was not expecting this guy to make the roster, but it's still pretty dang great if you ask me. Leave your best guesses down below in the comments on who you think this character is if you haven't necessarily seen this trailer just yet. Again, don't know when this update will be dropping, but whenever they do update the Xenoverse 2 patcher, it's going to be a great time. I like how they went all out. It's going to be a 1-minute trailer. We have unique cinematics going on. Somebody going up against Blue Evolved Vegeta, Capsule Corp edition. You can see the armor, and then he gets sternum checked. Bro was caught lacking.
I'm not just a lookalike. I took all of Vegeta's powers. You're nothing more than a shell.
They went all out, man. Shoutouts to the voiceovers. I think Brandinator was the one who did this. Very talented. Here we have all the unique strings, super attacks. That's very cool how he like charges up, lunges forward, and then punches Goku, knocks him back, and then explodes. Hey, right there again. Ooh, great down break. I've seen this like 100 times already. I'm pretty sure that's a grab where he like flies all over the place. Something similar to Entry 17's super attack. And this move right there, you guys recognize that? You guys recognize that? He used this against Jace on Planet Namek. Remember, he does the judo chop. And then, see ya, punk. Boom. Yeah, the Jace Ultimate. I don't know the correct name. I just call it the Jace Ultimate. But let's go back real quick. I like this ability right here when he charges. It somewhat reminds me of DBZ Restrained Broly, because you guys know how when he charges up, he actually has the ability to knock back the opponent, except Vegeta's key charge. This is integrated into the combo string, I'm sure. It does multiple hitboxes right there. And then this one, as I said, he like punches the opponent backwards and then charges up, follows through. You can see him charging the energy wave and then goes for the secondary punch, then knocks him back. Is this like a different iteration of Big Bang Attack? Going over here to the outro, it does say 2 new characters. Duplicate Vegeta, so his name is not Copy Vegeta, as well as Duplicate Vegeta Super Saiyan Blue. 1 new parallel quest coming next compatibility update. Happy April Fools, just because they did announce this a day before April 1st, right? He'll be coming in the next compatibility patch. We will give details on when the patch is coming, but for now, please be patient. Additional screenshots. He looks cool. I like his base form just because of the red pupils, and you can see like the texture. He's like has this droopy, slimy effect, I guess. But what is Copy Vegeta even made of? I'm not entirely sure. This is going to be that punch Big Bang Attack I mentioned. Bro is readying up to fight whoever. Copy Goku, perhaps? Oh, there's even Super Saiyan Duplicate Vegeta. Oh, wait, I get it now. So going back over here, 2 new characters. So Duplicate Vegeta base form will most likely transform into Super Saiyan, and then the second character is going to be standalone Super Saiyan Blue right off the bat, correct? Going over here, we're going to be getting even more characters. I think second and third form Frieza are going to be standalone characters and not necessarily transformations, because, you know, Revamp, they try to stay true to the source material, right? Because Dimps, they usually add standalone transform characters. Some cast characters can transform, like the Saiyan of Warriors. They can only transform into Super Saiyan. Just take a look at Goku, Vegeta, some of the DLC characters like DBS Gogeta, right? He can transform into Super Saiyan, but like these guys most likely will be standalone. That's just a guess, not 100% sure. It does make sense though, because in Revamp 5.0 they added semi-perfect Cell. Obviously in the original game we only have imperfect perfect and super perfect. For some reason, they did not include semi-perfect, but don't worry, Revamp got us covered. So that's why I also believe these characters will also be standalone. So here's third form, second form, and third form once again. Very, very epic. Not sure if they took these models from Dragon Ball The Breakers, because I do know Frieza in that game has all of his transformations. And even some guest characters from Jump Force. So Revamp 4.0, I believe, they introduced or included Kane and Galena, right? The Jump Force antagonist. Now we have the main threat himself. I think his name is Prometheus. Here we just have a sneak peek of his ultimate. It's kind of blurry. Do we have... okay, yeah, that would do. So let's play this once more. Bro's pulling out a book. What is that, magic? Very well animated. And moving forward, we do have additional transformations. Like what I said before, usually the Saiyan characters, base form can transform into Super Saiyan. So I'm assuming Daima Kid Goku over here will be able to transform into Super Saiyan in the next compatibility update. Obviously, we got the base character for Future Saga Chapter 1, I believe, or was it Chapter 2? I think it was Chapter 1. Don't quote me on that, but he could only be played in base form, right? Doesn't have the Super Saiyan transformation, so this would be kind of cool. Definitely don't expect Super Saiyan 2, 3, or 4 mini Goku. I'm not expecting all that. They could be working on them behind the scenes, but not entirely sure. It just sounds like a lot of work. We all know that the Revamp team does put in the work whenever it comes to the mod pack itself, but we don't want them to overload or anything, right? So just wait for the official reveals. I say official, but all of these are mods, right? What I'm trying to say is wait until the Revamp team reveals the content. So again, I'll have them links down below in the description. Feel free to follow them, man. Base Vegeta. So with the Daima DLC, we got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Don't necessarily have any other information besides the images here. So maybe it might be base Vegeta transforming into Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. You know what I mean? Because I do know in Revamp 5.0, characters like Caulifla and Kefla, in the original game, you know how they're already transformed. They don't have their base forms, but in Revamp 5.0, they made it where you start off as base Kefla and base Caulifla, right? Then you can transform into their transformation states. So that might be the same thing over here for Vegeta, where we start as base and then we get to transform into Super Saiyan 3, or, you know, it might be a standalone character. I think it's going to be something similar to Kefla and Caulifla and Kale. Super Saiyan. I really like, you know, the facial features that they added. Kind of cool. Dude, if only we can see the preset area, then we'll know for sure. There's going to be a ton of additional updates for the already existing characters, like Hit, for example. Period Progress will now have a new animation on the second stage instead of using the same one twice. So that's the first Period Progress animation, which is the original one. And then, check that out. Isn't that cool? Bro is activating Burning Attack or something. Nah, let's go ahead and fast forward. This is probably like the best Period Progress Awoken animation I've seen. Going over here, we have Bardock. New Bardock model updates, along with a stance change when he goes to Super Saiyan 3. Go ahead and rewind. Got that base time breaker Bardock. Oh, technical difficulties. It's just freezes right there slightly. Super Saiyan. So I think the stance will change for Super Saiyan 3. That's what the caption said. Right here. Nope, that's Super Saiyan 2. Boom. Woo, kind of cool. Bro is battle ready. Seems like we're going to be getting additional stages as well. We have the caption right here. New stage, question mark. Baba's Palace. This is going to be an epic time for sure. we are going to be getting a daytime variation as well. It's cool. This is like, you know, when Kid Goku was going up against Grandpa Gohan for the first time, and then the nighttime stage over in Dragon Ball Super. You guys remember when Goku was recreating his battle with Grandpa Gohan? So wholesome. This is also the spot where he went up against Golden Frieza, I believe. They've included additional stages within the past updates, like 5.0, 4.0. I can name a few off the top of my head. The World Tournament stage from Victory Road, that's very epic. I think there's like this one Room of Spirit and Time stage, like Whisa's staff, could be wrong. There's the green stage from Super Dragon Ball Heroes, the Green Hell stage. That's actually part of the main storyline. We have different variants of the Red Ribbon stage, the nighttime, the rainy one. There's a lot more, of course, just can't name them all. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Just wanted to go over some of the stuff that they're working on behind the scenes. The next compatibility update is going to be great for sure, so definitely stay tuned for that. Again, I'll have them links down below in the description. Feel free to follow their work. They're doing an outstanding job for sure. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.